RPGamer here at PAX 2013. I'm here with Brian from Muteki Corporation, showing off Dragon Fantasy Book 2.
Yes, the second book, in fact.
The second booking. Booking. I don't know. Second
okay,
coming?
we'll go with it.
We'll go with it. All right. So we're starting off in the ice forest here, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to start off here, and this is Prince Anders, who kind of doesn't really want to be a prince, but he's there nonetheless. And
You'd rather be an adventurer?
And as you walk in and take a step here, you'll see that you have the mysterious woodsman following you.
I remember him.
Yeah, so these are characters from the first game, obviously. This is actually a number of hours into the actual game, but we figure we'll show off here so we can really show you what's improved from Book 1.
Awesome.
Obviously, Book 1 was very 8-bit style, very, square everything, square characters. This is more of a Chrono Trigger-esque. You'll also notice the enemies are actually on the screen. No random battles.
Wow.
Because people hate random battles if they have a soul. So something else you'll see is if you actually cancel out of your attack real quick, go to Magic, and pick, say, the fire spell, Blastios. Because you'll see there's actually a red circle there. All of the spells and most of the skills have some sort of area of effect attack. I've done that 5 times today. So the idea is that we're going to throw a lot more enemies at you at once. Book 1 had, I think, a max of 3 at a time. I've seen up to a dozen, I think, in one battle once on this game. And the idea is that they're on the world, they're roaming. At this very time, another monster could run in, see that you're in battle, and jump in the middle of it.
Oh, wow.
So you kind of want to be careful. You don't want to engage enemies too close to each other. You can kind of peel them off or take small groups. The big point is that we want fighting to be interesting. So we don't want people just button mashing their way through the whole fight, picking whatever enemy it selects, and just waiting until it's over. We really wanted to make an emphasis on, let's give you a bunch of skills, a bunch of attacks, and let you pick what is going to make the most sense for the situation you're in. So that's kind of the biggest focus combat-wise of this game, is making it more interesting and more, I guess, thoughtful than a lot of RPGs are.
I learned Chitara.
You did learn Chitara.
Does that mean I can summon the Thundercats now?
No.
Oh, okay. That would have been a feat of licensing. I don't know.
Yes. Well, the licensing on the Thundercats isn't all it used to be. We're getting off topic. No, but yeah. So we try to make sure that you level up and gain new skills fairly often. Book 1 has been accused of being a bit grindy at times.
No.
I know.
It's like it was
8-bit
built.
RPG.
It was like based off of Dragon Quest or something.
It was.
Oh,
it was.
Right, yeah.
And so this one, the goal is that we don't want you to ever feel like you have to grind.
Okay.
It will be challenging if you play straight start to finish on the main quest.
Without grinding?
Without doing anything. But you don't even need to grind. We have a bunch of what we call bounty quests, which are these little side quests that you can pick up. Random townspeople will give them to you, and it'll go into the quest log that we added to Book 2.
Okay.
So you have a quest log. It tells you what you're doing. So when you put the game down and pick it back up, you can figure out where you left off.
I just killed a David Bowie.
You did kill a David Bowie. We still try to have a little fun with our enemy names and with our flavor text.
Another one.
Yes. I think you'll see, we have a lot more animation going on. It's not like the separate battle screen. It all takes place in the world. We want you to really just feel like, you're playing these characters and you're having fun. That bat down there keeps trying to get to you, and luckily he doesn't, because he would have joined in the middle of the fight had he reached you. But you're on the other side of the woods, and so you're safe for now. Oh, and again, the David Bowie. They're kind of the token character in this little zone here.
Yes.
Of course, I had to suggest a part of the game completely full of combat. But so go ahead and hit the triangle button here.
Okay.
And you can see here, you can pull up your quest log, for instance. That's the third one there. And so you can see not only the main quest, you can actually scroll through everything you've done thus far.
I've done a lot.
No, there's not too much at this point. You're a couple hours in.
Oh, okay.
Plus, you can see all the little side quests you're on the left.
I'd just like to say, I'm supposed to find the great warmness. I'm in the middle of a blizzard. There's no warmness.
Well, you need to find it.
Okay.
It would make a lot more sense had you started this game from the start and knew what they were
I think all games should make sense no matter when you jump into them. Okay, maybe not.
Okay. So for instance, you just got a flame bow. Most of the weapons have some kind of element attached to them.
Oh, I should have
So for instance, a flame bow might be strong in fire, which would, certain ice enemies might be weak against.
Yeah.
The idea is that we want to, again, try to at all times to make the combat more interesting and more strategic than it used to be.
And I see I've got a capture option here.
You do. So like I said, the woodsman has a capture spell. from the start of the game, you also are able to capture with a capture net.
And so then they're in my party or something?
And yeah, the idea is you can always have a party of up to 4 players. Basically, as soon as you get past the very initial sequence, the very first quests you get are to go capture enemies. We want you to always have a full party because it's better.
Okay.
It's better that way.
It's fun to have more friends.
It is. Especially because the monsters level up with you. The fun thing is every monster you capture stays with you through the rest of the game.
Oh.
All the towns have taverns. And sitting at all the different tables are all the monsters you captured throughout the game.
Excellent.
So you can kind of go there in any major town and kind of swap people in and out of your party.
I love it. Whee! So what else is new this time around?
Well, it's a 16-bit style game, obviously, you can see. So we, of course, had to do Mode 7 style world travel.
Excellent.
And there's actually ship travel. You get to board your ship, and later in the game, you actually get to take control of the ship and sail around the world yourself. All done in like our very Super Nintendo-esque Mode 7 style, slanted, panned 3D with finger quotes. I'm on camera, I can do those, right?
Yeah.
Totally. So we did that, and then we really kind of wanted to make it fun. So we also said, well, you're going to get in battles on your ship. And the way you do these battles is you're probably going to run out of ammo, which means you have to go through your ship and find rock monsters, bludgeon them, load them into your cannon, and shoot them at the other ship.
That's like Dragon Quest Slime Monsters.
It is vaguely similar to a game that we in no way ripped anything off from.
Oh, of course not.
No. I'm pretty sure they bit it from our game. They saw like an early trailer and went back in time. And yeah, so the idea is, let's take every cool little RPG style game that we can think of, take the best of all of it. So we like to be heavily inspired by fun games.
That sounds great. What so am I able to see some of the Mode 7 stuff going on here, or can we get to that area?
Probably the easiest way to do that would be to
quit
have
on
you
out?
kind of, quit on out. So go ahead and finish off this enemy you're fighting at the moment. We'll finish him off real quick with your... there we go.
Excellent.
All right, so go ahead, hit the triangle button, you'll bring him your menu. Go straight down, actually, to save and quit. Go ahead and choose quit without save. And now if you hit start, and actually fire up just from the intro, right from the bat. Let's go with it.
All right.
And you're actually going to see a little snippet right at the very beginning.
Beautiful.
We kind of really prided, Adam spent a lot of time trying to get this perfect and very Super Nintendo-esque. This is actually kind of the very intro to the game. And the all-world travel kind of takes place on this slanted angle like this where, the sprites that are further away kind of scale down. And it's all flat because we wanted to be true to Super Nintendo era. But at the same time, we wanted to really bring that back. And because that's how they did it. And we're trying to bring all the memories and love that we had back into this game.
But I do notice that the sprites are not quite as detailed as some of the later 16-bit style of artwork, Is that
we have a lot of frames of animation in this, and we have one artist who drew all of them.
All right.
He managed to do, I think, 100 plus enemies, and
that's awesome.
Each of the characters have 100 plus frames of animation in them, so and he kind of just killed himself for months and months and months to make that happen.
Wow. So that puts it in a better perspective then.
So this is actually the very start of the game. It's kind of a dream sequence, hence the little hazy outline around the screen. And you're kind of remembering back, and this is how we kind of retell parts of Book 1.
Okay.
The goal being that nothing from Book 1 should be like, if you didn't play the game, you don't know what's going on now. So we wanted to just kind of give you this and kind of bring you back through some of the areas from the first game, reintroduce you, obviously, to the Mr. and Mrs. Rock Monster.
Well, that's the most important characters from the first game.
They are. And you're actually going to see right off the bat here from this very first battle, you're going to level up. You'll notice you start at level 26, you just hit level 27. The idea being, if you played the first game, the earliest you could have reasonably beat it is around level 26.
Yeah.
And you just got a spin attack move, which you can instantly use in this conveniently set up thing. This is kind of our way of teaching, like, there's more to battle than just hitting the fight button over and over and over again.
Nice.
The fun thing we did with this part is that because it's a dream sequence, we reused a ton of the enemies from the first game.
Yeah.
But they're all rock monsters here. So you have like a Wolfman version of a rock monster. And rock monsters with little wizard hats. And
That's great.
he's kind of misremembering everything, and the dream's a little hazy.
Obviously playing as Ogden here. La, 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 la. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you see you can run away from monsters. You have the chance to get away. You can
Unless
also
you get cornered.
You can also get cornered, and you can also run into a lot of ones. That's what happened right here. Again, and we built this game around the idea that you might be outnumbered from time to time. So as you play more and more, you get more abilities to really kind of fight your way through it and find the best way to defeat those enemies.
I love that you can see the hairband on the rock monster Wolfman.
Yeah, well, it's a costume, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's cosplaying. It's PAX. You're allowed to do that, right? And so you notice that Mrs. Rock Monster coming up right there. She just noticed you're in battle. And so she just now maybe decided to join in the middle. And so now she's fighting you too. Like I said, the whole world is active, even though the battle's turn-based, the rest of the world lives on. So there's still monsters roaming around, and they'll join in right in the middle of combat with you. You also notice you skip past it there, but you just found an herb.
Yes.
It's something that we did not have in book 1, but we do now, is that monsters can actually drop items when they die.
Oh, right.
Some of those items are used for crafting. We kind of really took the little limited crafting system we did. Something else new. If you run into an enemy that you vastly overpower, you will instantly kill them. So you don't have to go through the mundaneness of going through the battle menus and I'm going to just fight and I have to wait for him to pick and then...
Something I recall from the game I've been recently replaying, Earthbound.
Again,
and I noticed a slight nod to that with the large smash on the front of it.
Again, we may have slightly been influenced.
Borrowed.
Homage? Can we call it that? Homage, yeah. So you're kind of going through, none of this really makes sense. You're going through all these kind of weird scenes from the first game and we just kind of really try to get you back through it until we finally, at the end of this sequence, you fight the first boss in the game, and then you get the whole story of, let's get caught up, this is what's going on, this is what you're doing next. And from that point on, even if you never played book 1, you'll know exactly what your goal is.
Excellent.
So yeah, this one, I will kind of let you play. If you have any other questions, please let me know, and enjoy the game.
All right, thanks a lot.
You should have
that was quick, see?
You
now
should have healed. But you just also happened to resume from the last one.
Yeah, so what I was wondering, what else we got here? What other areas can we show off?
So go ahead, go to the very end there. Go to Tandaria there. Tandaria
the end of the game, huh?
It's pretty close to the end
really?
of the game, actually. Like I said, so you actually have...
I have like 80 people with me.
Well, so you have both your party of 4, plus you have some non-party followers.
Okay.
And so the idea here is that...
I just like walking in circles.
And if you actually get over the bridges, you'll see you actually do cast reflections in the water. You have shadows under you. You can barely see the top of your head over some of that water there.
Wait, where are these reflections?
That's actually your ship. If you go down, you may be able to take a left there. Go up to the... Oh no, down those little stairs. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera, but you said I'm about to point. Yeah, head down those stairs. And you want to head up there you go, to the cockpit. And talk to their pirate Bill there, and he will let you take control of the ship and start sailing.
Your shirt is blasphemous.
Oh. Okay, I may have lied.
You lied to me.
Later in the game, that's what you do. Like I said, this whole selection of where to start from, not in the final game. This is just the PAX demo, so people can check out different parts. So, yes, this is the ship that you get. It is the SS Renity.
SS Renity.
And there's me, Pirate Brian.
It is!
And
Pirate Brian.
With a typo, apparently. I need to yell at
W
somebody.
Pirate.
It's just the best on-screen demo ever.
Oh, it's just a typo. I got a treasure chest. Herbs, that's what I really need at this point in the game, I'm sure.
Actually, yes. While there are better and better herbs as time goes on, they still are helpful.
Let's see. Do I have any? All right.
This is your spell attack.
Oh, I can't warp.
Not from inside the ship, no. You have to actually leave out to the world map to be able to fire up your world. But if you go ahead and exit the ship, you can head up to deck there. There we go. So yeah, go ahead and get off the ship and then. There we go. You gotta fully leave the town. You have to be on the world map to be able to do the world.
All right. I will succeed at this. I know it. Off the screen. On
But
the
again,
map.
you can
Man,
see the
I'm
Mode 7.
tall.
You can see the whole Mode 7 world right here as well.
Yes. I have a goal.
And there we go. Now you have a bunch of.
I want to
Pink
see the
Fjord
penguins.
Village. You gotta actually go in and see the penguins.
I gotta actually go in. Yeah.
This is Pink Fjord Village. The home of the
Penguins!
We
All
have
right.
we have a penguin village. Yes.
And they slide.
They do. Because they're penguins, and what are penguins that aren't sliding?
And apparently we all know how to speak penguin.
Clearly.
Then why not?
Exactly.
They live in igloos, of course. What else would penguins live in?
And they have play swords and 3D glasses, and we kind of had a lot of fun with this area, I'll be honest.
And they're merchants.
Some of them are.
And they want gum. This is great.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Kingford Village was one of the most fun places we got to this.
3D glasses. Can you play the game in 3D?
No.
You're on a Sony platform, I had to ask. All right,
Okay,
so
fair enough.
so when will people be able to pick up Dragon Fantasy Book 2?
All right, so Dragon Fantasy Book 2 comes out September 10th. That is 11-ish days by my counting. It's coming out on PS3 and Vita. It's going to be $14.99, but if you're a PlayStation Plus member, it's going to be on sale for the first week for $11.99.
Excellent.
Cross-buy, so if you buy it for one system, you get it for both. Cross-save, so you can upload your save data to the cloud, download on your other system, pick up where you left off. There is going to be a multiplayer patch after launch. Shortly after launch, we're going to be adding co-op multiplayer to the game. So a friend will be able to join in your game, take control of part of your party, and you can kind of venture off separately or together. Similar to how monsters can jump in battle. If you're in battle, your friend can run over to you and jump in the middle and join and help. Or he can, leave you to die. Either way. I don't know what kind of friends you have. I don't want to judge.
And the multiplayer is online?
Yes, it will be online
Awesome.
between the Vita and the PS3, so any combination thereof.
Beautiful. That's great. And I found a Coliseum, it seems.
That you did find a Coliseum. That's
excellent. All right, we're going to leave it on that
All
screen
right.
then. Thank you very much, Brian.
Fantastic.
Look forward to Dragon Fantasy Book 2 on September 10th.
Thank you very much.
And stay tuned for more from RPGamer at PAX 2013.
Thank you very much.